Consumed by fear. Oh, hear the sorrow of the lost in the heart of Widget Holocaust. While chaos reigns, their fate is bleak. No place to hide, don't twist out the weak. The minds of purge. Lasting survivors will be scarred. I feel the danger drawing near as the fortress stands consumed by fear. Oh, hear the sorrow of the lost in the heart of Widget Holocaust. Stands consumed by fear. Oh, hear the sorrow of the lost in the heart of Widget Holocaust. Skeletor lurks down below with a scheme to stigmatize, taking rival armies down with deception and lies. The traitor will whisper secret ways and manipulate the soldiers with ease. Try to wedge between the clans, turning pursuit enemies. Raise your swords, the battle's begun. In this underworld, their truths are done. Raise your swords, the battle's begun. In this underworld, his war is won. Rage erupts beneath the earth as a genocide consumes. Lord Actus sends his brigade while Zarathus's legion looms. Galahad eviscerates a result of the broken deal. Consequence of blood that's wrong for the angels believe still. Raise your swords, the battle's begun. In this underworld, their truths are done. Raise your swords, the battle's begun. In this underworld, his war is won. descends the heights. Scott's wings fall from the sky. Fight of light obliterate their minds. Through clouds they say their last goodbye. Fight of light, the stuff descends the height. Scott's wings fall from the sky. Fight of light obliterate their might. Through clouds they say their last goodbye.
In mountains high, warriors fly, search for no prey. At velocity speeds, the arachnid leads, guiding the way. And the widow quakes as the kingdom breaks, lost in the night. A clash of steel, they refuse to kneel, their final flight. A swarm of fury, a relentless hive, fighting for freedom, mercy to survive. The battle's fiercest weapons pierce inside the waxy walls. Their sting is stomping, a weapon spawn, destruction befalls. A broken home as they seize the comb with torture and pain. The queens must feel horrendous steel relieved of the rain. A swarm of fury, a relentless hive, fighting for freedom, mercy to survive. A swarm of fury on their souls will thrive. Scared and so strange, no one left alive. souls.
Lord of the sea, Rugayu he fell. Amphibian soldiers led away, leaving kingdoms unguarded, easy prey. When the army sets the course, a porting gets broke by a reliable force. Untrained realm, leaving thrones to take. Defiance will be the last mistake. In the distance, Aqua is standing bold. Resisting change breaks his evil hold. The taste of victory does not see the feast. Once a mighty god, now the creatures feast. Skeletons charm it plus, a shadow is bound. The Lord of the sea, Rugayu he fell. Amphibian soldiers led away, leaving kingdoms unguarded, easy prey. Cast out from home, he will be reborn. Must now surrender to the Dark One's call, believing that he knows the Empire's fall. Skeletons charm in dust, a shadow is down. The Lord of the sea, Rugayu he fell. Amphibian soldiers led away, leaving kingdoms unguarded, easy prey.
and crawl, gloom and crawl. Warriors breathe, ready to war, ready to war. Waiting on squall, won't win the fight, won't win the fight. But carnivorous calls, guides them to light, guides them to light. Against the tide, they make their way. As darkness fades, they from the fray. Abide all this dismay, and roar another day. Energy slays their precious lands, precious lands. Village your quay no longer stands, no longer stands. The troops proceed to end the rout, to end the rout. But Carnivorous leads them safely out, them safely out. Against the tide, they make their way. As darkness fades, they from the fray. Avoid all this dismay, and roar another day.
like knights and blades for ice. Side to side, they march as one. Elysians are better run. Take your deadly hand, slice them where they stand.
Stand up, just wish they obey his command.
Pincers unsheathed as one they crawl, determined to consume them all. A vile stench dictates the air as severed bones fly everywhere. Take your deadly hand, slice them where they stand.
Stand up, just wish they obey his command.
Take your deadly hand, overthrow their land.
Stand up, just wish they get to his Dark and heaven's cry. Calling out his name, reminded of
kingdom trembles, we display our might. Take the palace now, we're fight tonight. In the flames of battle, we ignite the light. Sound of alarms, king on his knees, his men at arms disposed with ease. We have won the game, our rule is cast, the rightful claim is mine at last. Take the palace now, with fight tonight. As the kingdom trembles, we display our might. Take the palace now, with fight tonight. In the flames of battle, we ignite the light. Palace down with fight tonight. As the kingdom trembles, we display our might. Take the palace down with fight tonight. In the flames of battle, we ignite the light. Take the palace down with fight tonight. As the kingdom trembles, we display our might. Take the palace down with fight tonight. In the flames of battle.